Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the voice of hardcore boxing. Well, what a weekend we've had. It's Monday morning. I'd like to get something out there on a Monday. Big shout out to Terry from Beautiful Boxing Podcast. Give his mate Martin Theobald a shout out. New Age Podfather, is it? Rico, old lads from Boxing Asylum. HJM Boxing, that's Arlie Marshall. Give him a shout out. Give Decker a shout out. All or Nothing Podcast. 200 tickets to the NHS from Eddie Hills. The 4-0 Iceman, free by way off. What's happening with that, Eddie? Hey, what's happening with tickets to NHS? What's the story? What's going down, Eddie, with these tickets? Hey, 200 tickets. 200 tickets, lad. What's happening? Now, looking at it from outside, it's 750 quid a ticket. £50 booking fee. So that's 800 quid a ticket. So why is Eddie not charging 40 quid like other shows? Is it cost those that can only afford the 40 quid tickets might end up having a piss on Eddie's lawn, or worse still, having a dump on it? Is that why? Or burgling house? Is that why? So they're making it 800 quid a ticket for 750 plus 50 booking fee. It's not like you need to employ loads of staff to book all tickets like they do at Wembley. They don't even charge 50 quid for Wembley booking fees. That's Wembley Stadium. But so it's only going to be 300 tickets to sell, and he's probably comped most of them. So I just think it's craziness. And it's like, do you remember years ago they used to call it the prawn sandwich brigade at Man United, where tickets were that dear that, Mancunians, normal blokes who work in normal everyday jobs couldn't afford to take the kids to watch United, could they? And is that where boxing's heading now? Because now they're doing shows in his garden. Well, they don't live there no more, do they? Eddie and his dad have moved out years ago. They're only officers. They're just going to use that as a venue now. So I can see them keep doing it, because if they see a profit on it, they'll keep doing it, because accountants by name, accountants by nature. And they don't care for fans. Don't be giving me all this, we care for fans. They care for themselves. So I don't know what's going to happen now, but the ball is in Eddie Hills' court, isn't it? The 4-0 Iceman from Billericay, free by way off. So why is Kugan Cassius, aka Mr. IFL, why is he? Are you watching, Kugan? Why is he putting tweets out that say, "Oh fuck," in reply to Eddie Hearn announcing an English title fight between Fabio Wardley and the titty man Nick Webb? Why? So got a white collar man and the titty man, who Dave Allen knocked out. But Kugan Cassius is saying, "Oh fuck," it's like Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis has been announced, going back in time for 25 years or something. I mean, that's craziness. Utter craziness. That he should lose his shit over a fight. Oh, fuck, Eddie, you're the best. Fabio Wardley against the titty man. Eddie, you're the best. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What's happened to you, Kugan? Can't you get your tongue any further up Eddie Hearn's hula hoop? If you go any higher, you'll be eating his food for him. You know what I mean? But what can you do? I mean, it's a game changer of a fight, that, isn't it? Hey, what a game changer! shot's getting terrible. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what else we've got in Porky's bag of tricks today. Let's see what we can rinse. Beanie. Bean. Adam Smith, the Bean from Beanville Island. Very quiet at the moment, isn't he, Adam Smith? Very, very quiet. I'm hearing behind the scenes that he's devastated about what's going on. Devastated. And when people in boxing say, yeah, it's disappointing and they didn't cover themselves in glory, that's because the camera's pointing in the face. What they really mean is a fucking low-down piece of shit, no good cunt. That's what it means. But when they say very disappointing and not covered themselves in glory, means the shithouses. Bean's running around saying he's disappointed with situations. Bean, been riding high for 10 years. Now you've been used and abused. It's no good getting violins out and playing victim. All right. You didn't give a shit about anybody in the boxing industry when you were riding high at Sky. Now it looks like Sky have got are employing some new people to deal with everything, and that Bean's not making all the decisions. And that's good, Bean, because I want to see you on fucking Dolky. I don't like you. I think you're a dodgy cunt. But it is what it is, isn't it? So, yeah, Riddick Bowe coming back. I mean, Riddick Bowe. Can't even speak right as it is. Why would Riddick Bowe want to be coming back? He's older than me. Why? Why is Riddick, Big Daddy Bowe, going to come back? Is it an exhibition? Is it a white collar? Didn't he do a Muay Thai fight a few years ago for $500,000 and jump top floor in at first minute? Look, I don't want to see Riddick Bowe fighting. Riddick Bowe should be in an home somewhere, sat in a Shackleton's high seat chair. That's what he should be doing. We a nurse looking after him. That's what he needs. What we're going to have next? Meldrick Taylor coming back. Another one who can't talk properly. Is that what we're going to have? These people should be getting cared for. They shouldn't be fighting. Craziness. I mean, who are the people that are pushing this behind the scenes? I mean, who were pushing Roy Jones into that fight with Mike Tyson? I mean, his cheese has slipped off his cracker, hasn't it? Roy Jones's. Do you know what I mean? All I can say is one thing. Whores. The word we're looking for is whores. All right? Whoring themselves out. Well, that's what people do in boxing, isn't it? They say one thing, and then they realise, oh, God, I've got to be friends with that person again. So they turn into whores for money. That's what it is. That's what this is. That's what goes on. But most of us, I've got to do it best for my fighters. It's whore behaviour, brassing yourselves out. People need to start stick to the word. Don't say one thing and then do another. Stick to your word and be men. Don't be women. Don't be women. Don't be followers. Be your own men in boxing. But the rules are all designed for everybody to fall out, aren't we? So who am I to say things like that? I mean, who am I? I'm just a small little YouTuber. That's all I am. Just a small little YouTuber, but you know, people like Riddick Bowe, they're on Skid Row, aren't they? They should have millions in bank, shouldn't they? They should have millions in bank, but they can't have them because the system doesn't allow people to have millions in bank in the sport of boxing. The most successful boxers in the sport of boxing are black men, aren't they? And usually Americans, and they usually lose all the money, don't they? Because over there, everything is designed to take everything off them, innit? You know, Tommy Hearns and you know, your Riddick Bowes, people like that, Meldrick Taylor, they earned millions and lost it all. Mike Tyson, same Holyfield, because people around them will suck up to them like leeches, don't they? Like leeches and suck the blood out of them. But it's their own fault, isn't it? Not everybody's going to be like Carl Froch, are they? He don't need an entourage, does he? Well, he doesn't, does he, Carl? He does everything himself. He don't need an entourage, but all these other people, they get pulled about left, right, and centre, and I think it's a shame, innit? But I think the system in America, the commissions and the governing bodies, they need to have a good look at themselves because it's very rare you get in, earn millions in boxing, and get out with it. That's the secret. That's harder than the fighting and the training. So I think the whole system needs looking at. They brought that Muhammad Ali Act out, didn't they, years ago, where you couldn't manage and you couldn't promote and that. But there's ways around that. They just get somebody else to do the job for them, don't they? But I think it's a shame when people spill the guts in the ring, they get out of it and they've got no to show for it. That's just my opinion. But then again, I'm all for fighters, aren't I? So, but Anthony Joshua's career, old Big Dosafemi, looking at his career this morning, since he fought Vladimir, who has he really beat? Parker, no, he stunk place out against him, didn't he? Ruiz did him, but he fought him in a rematch. He fought Povetkin, an old man, Takam, an old shot fighter, and with bad stoppage. And who has he really beat? What have the Hearns done for Anthony Joshua? I don't know. And the word is that their relationship's not what it were between Matthew and Anthony Joshua. So we're going to see, aren't we? But I think Joshua's pretty single-minded, and I think he'll stop at Sky. But we don't know, do we, what's going to happen at the moment? We're all kept in the dark. There's a lot of bluff and counter bluff going on. Statements being put out on that. But the point I want to make is, should Anthony Joshua really care about Eddie Hills? No, not really, because they kept him away from Wilder. They've kept him away from Fury. They've done their best, haven't they, to wing it. And what they're telling us in the media is lies. But what I want to see from you, Kugan Cassius, I want to see you ask Anthony Joshua what mark he would give Eddie Hearn out of 10 for the fights he's had since the Vladimir Klitschko win, which were a life and death. Tyson Fury took him to school, put him on settee 18 months. Came back in his 42nd year, went life and death with Joshua. But the point I want to make is, Kugan, why don't you ask Eddie what mark he gives his 10 out of 10 for what he's done for Joshua since Vladimir fight? Don't forget, Kugan. If you can't ask him, Kugan, I want everybody to tweet him on Instagram, Kugan, and ask him to ask Eddie Hearn. And tag Eddie Hearn in it. So what have you done for Joshua since Vladimir fight? He done nothing. All they've done is swerve people. Which brings me to, I want to get 1 in out of 3. Which brings me to the Usyk fight. The Usyk fight is not a done deal. We were told it was a done deal a few weeks ago. It's done deal, Porky. You got it wrong. It's not fucking signed, prick. That Barry who keeps texting me, emailing me, whatever. Barry, it's not signed. All right, they're waiting. Like I said to you, they're going to wait to see what happens with Fury Wilder, but it's not signed. So, and if the rumour's right that Usyk's had a bit of step aside money, well, they'll still try and stick to that, won't they? But if they can make that Fury fight, maybe they might want to make it. But the point I want to make is this: if he fights Usyk next, that's him. That's his deal finished, isn't it? We Eddie Hearn. Look, it's all up in the air at the moment, isn't it? And everybody's jostling for position. But like I've said before, and I'll say it again, they don't want to fight Alexander Usyk. They didn't want to fight Luis Ortiz, and they didn't want to fight Deontay Wilder. Because McCracken were running around telling people years ago, we need to stay away from these. And they have done, haven't they? Ortiz and Alexander Usyk were matchroom fighters. Eddie couldn't make it, could he? The Fury fight were on a plate for Joshua. They couldn't get it over the line for whatever reason. And what were other ones? Wilder fight. Wilder were flown business class to London to be a pundit for Joshua Vladimir. And everybody can go see on social media. Wilder were there, Adam Smith and Eddie Hearn. Eddie said, and I quote, Deontay Wilder fights the winner of this. And when Joshua won, he never mentioned anything about it. So why fly Wilder over it in the first place? To hype the fight. Once they got the pay-per-view money, they ran out of the way. They didn't want Wilder. All that contract talk, but we had a year of it, didn't we? Wilder, Fury, Wilder, Joshua. We had it talked for a year, didn't we? Up and down. And all we had every single day were Eddie Hearn drowning everybody fucking out. Every single day, day in, day out. IFL, boxing, so-called fight. Boxing Social, Fight Art, Seconds Out, Behind the Glove, drowning everybody out. Sky Sports, Eddie Hearn. Oh, Wilder don't want it. And then we've just had it with Fury situation. It's repeat, fade away job, isn't it? It's just repeat, recycled garbage in media, isn't it? Fake news. They've got platforms to drown everybody out, but the fans know, don't they? So as long as the fans know, especially the hardcores, who fucking cares? Do you know what I mean? Point I want to make is this. If he doesn't fight Usyk next and he don't fight Joshua, and Joshua don't fight Fury, where does Anthony Joshua go? If he don't fight Usyk next and Fury don't fight him, what is it? What is it? He's going to be the biggest coward in the sport of boxing. Eh? Why? Because it looks to me like this Usyk fight's not happening. I mean, how long is it since Usyk beat Derek Chisora? How much longer can they park him up? This is shocking, this. Absolutely shocking. And why is Sam Jones not suing WBO? They should be pushing now for this fight. They can't drag this out any longer. Oh, it's a done deal. Tottenham Hotspur's ground September. Well, why ain't it fucking signed then? What's the problem? I mean, Eddie Hearn can't get anything over the line at the moment, can he? Unbelievable. No wonder Sky aren't working with him. I don't know, but it's one of them things, isn't it? So, okay, put these on here. I'm going to get some graft done, aren't we? So, peace out. Keep on trucking. Keep supporting boxing. If I've offended anybody in this video, I don't give a fuck. Second thing, I want to thank all them people for liking and subscribing and sharing the video on your WhatsApp. All right? Peace.